Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the BCBA, I want to welcome to our member to this landmark session. We have also present our OBs, our President Mr. Sanjay Harale, Senior Vice President Paresh Thakkarji, Vice President Ganpat Kordeji, Vice President Vinayak Apraj, Vice President Hirenbhai Ruparel, Treasurer Ketan Desai, and Secretary Nirav Thakkar. We are here today because the land of the Indian logistics is changing. And as a custom broker, we are at a very heart of that transformation. We all know the reality of our daily routine to move a single shipment. Our team must navigate a maze of at least 5 to 10 logins. We jump from IceGate to ODX, then to Terminal Porter and more. This password fatigue isn't just a nuisance. It's a bottleneck that creates security risks and it's away at our productivity. Today, we are moving from fragmentation to integration. We are proud to introduce BCBA SSO, a centralized user authentication platform that serves as our single digital key to the entire maritime ecosystem. By integrating roles, best access, KYC records, and direct links to stakeholders. Our goal is to make our operation more secure, transparent, and significantly faster. To explain exactly how this platform works and how you can be using it today, I will hand it over to our president, Mr. Sanjay Harale, for his views and who has been instrumental in bringing this vision to life. Thank you. Over to President.
Thank you, Sanjay Bhau, and good afternoon, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. So today we are going to talk about single sign-on or SSO. So in very simple words, SSO means one login, one identity to access multiple systems. It's like when you log into a Google account. I'm sure many of you or all of you must be having Google accounts. Once you log into Google, you have access to YouTube, you have access to Gmail, you have access to OneDrive and multiple applications. So that is what single sign-on is all about, and that is how single sign-on works. So you don't have to remember multiple passwords. With one password, you can access a bouquet of services. So instead of remembering and using many different usernames and passwords, we have developed the single sign-on, which is a very important step towards ease of doing business. It will save time, it will reduce the trouble of managing multiple passwords, and it will improve security by giving users one safe and verified access point. So in today's session, Mihir is going to explain how this system will help us integrate the BCBA CFS Pass, the BCBA app, and also streamline our day-to-day workflows. So with that, let us move into the presentation and understand how SSO can benefit our members. Over to you, Sanjay. I'm sure some of our colleagues might want to also say a few words, and then we will hand over to Mihir. Thank you.
Thank you, President Sir. I will request Paresh Bhai to share your views.
Thanks, Sanjay. You have made our job much easier by giving this brief introduction and a very elaborated and a specific, point specific. You are absolutely crisp and clear in sharing your views. Friends, this is one of the most required SSO, as we all know that, like how Sanjay Bhau has explained, as a custom broker, we have to communicate with a lot of stakeholders, and each and every time we have to log in through a separate platform, which puts burden on our staff of logging in again and again to various vendors. This single sign-on gives relief from all such things. And I thank the entire team, President Mihir, Neerav, then Tej, and the entire young brigade who have been part and parcel of developing this particular software. In person, Mihir, because he has been the core person who is involved and who has been taking pain of developing this entire thing. So thank you, Mihir, for taking this initiative. And without wasting much of a time, Sanjay, over to you. If any of my colleagues in the office bearer, Hiren Bhai, Vinayak Bhau, or Kordeji wants to speak, can do it. And then let's proceed for the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Paresh bhai. Anybody from OBs want to share their views? Please.
Yeah, Sanjay bhai, thank you very much for the good presentation and good start. I think it is one of the most important steps taken by the office bearers uh, and guidance of the Sanjeev Harale Sarji, Mayor Bhatkamkar and his team. It is one of the best initiative taken by one login, one ID, one passport. It is a just requirement, a main requirement of the we have a one of the one page printout everybody have. अरे कौन सा पासवर्ड है किधर है वो ढूंढो फिर करो that is a in that way idea taken given by the our committee member. It is a good idea and everybody taken for the that initiative and thanks Sanjay bhai, thanks Mir, thanks office bearer and Sanjeev sir for taking the good initiative. Over to you, Sanjay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kordeji. Vinayak Apraj, sir.
Sanjay, thank you. Our seniors already start about and brief about the platform. I think this unified ID will be also essential during CFS entry and exit process, as well for port entry and exit authentications, ensuring streamlined and secured verification systems at every stage. So it is important nowadays, and even I encourage each one of you to actively participate and take full advantage of what this digital transformation offers by BCBA. Your involvement is key to making this initiative successfully and beneficial for all of us. Over to you, Sanjay.
Thank you, Vinayakji. Neerav bhai.
Thank you, Sanjay bhai, and you along with President and Paresh bhai have set the right tone. And the way we are seeing so much of a wonderful, more than 100 people participating, I think under the guidance of our past President, Mr. Kiran Rambia, further taken over by Dushanji, with this initiative which has started, we are now looking at expanding it in a larger way. And I think the more relevance of this has come today, especially when जो हम बोलते हैं कि एक चाबी से सब ताले खुलने चाहिए, वो that activity that this particular thing is going to take, and under great activity taken up by Mr. Mihir and yourself, I think we are going in the right direction. So without wasting much time, thank you, and over to you, Sanjay bhai. We are eagerly all looking forward for this seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Neerav bhai. Thank you. Hiren sir. Ketan bhai.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just I would like to say that under the leadership of our President Sanjeev Harale and young and dynamic person, Mr. Mihir Bhatkamkar, is providing digitization, useful technology of SSO ID. I wish everyone to take that benefit of the new technology being introduced by BCBA. That's all. My good wishes to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ketan bhai. Dushan bhai.
Yes, I think public is waiting. It's a great initiative. Kudos to Team BCBA under President Sanjeev Bhai and his entire team, each one of you. Let's get ahead. Wonderful initiative. Let's see how best we can progress ahead with this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dushan Bhai. Welcome today's presenter, Mr. Bhadkamkar, for today's presentations on concept of SSO, benefits of SSO for CBs, how to get started. Over to you, Mir.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjay Bhav, for I think you have covered most of the important points, and all our office bearers, President, Senior Vice President, Dr. Nirav, Hiren Bhai, Vinayak Bhav, they have all covered very important aspects. I think one very important point that was covered is that the foresight or vision for this or such a platform came from our past presidents. Kiran Bhai, Dushan Bhai, and all thought of it. Maybe the technology took time to catch up, but they already had the foresight and vision of the direction things were going in. I'll quickly start sharing the presentation. Yes. So what we will do is we will run through what SSO does and what possibilities SSO opens up, and we will have a demo session to show how one can register. There are document submissions, approval processes, and how you can create user IDs for your employees. BCBA as a body has reached out to various stakeholders, be it terminal operators like CFS, be it software service providers like ODEX, MMD3, be it non-business aspects. So there are certain portals which help in bulk buying of say A4 stationery. There are various opportunities that you can integrate, one for data security, one for centralization of access, and even for the advantage of a group community together. So, second, is my screen visible clearly to all?
Yes, Mir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so today is reality. As Sanjay Bhav very well said in his opening remarks, that today for one consignment, we or our team members have to at least use and log in into 4 or 5 portals or 6 portals in many cases. In air, I have now responsibility of entering same information on the cargo MIAL and AISL terminal along with certain airlines. So you have to keep track of all passwords. There are advantages and disadvantages. Today, the advantage is that in Google Chrome, you can auto save passwords. But the risk happens is when your team person moves from one company to another. How many passwords do we keep changing? Do we change the passwords on time? Another disadvantage is today the biggest targeted industry after the financial industry is the logistics industry. MSC has been aggressively targeted. MERS has been aggressively targeted. You may remember recently, 1 or 2 years back, all cargo systems were also attacked and hacked. So there are day-to-day cases where there is a impersonation of global forwarders email addresses and change in invoice. So logistics, international logistics industry as a whole is very susceptible to cyber security threats. So the reality today of our team is that we save passwords wherever we remember. Many portals have now forced us for two-factor authentication. Government portals may not at this moment integrate with you, but there are discussions growing on globally as well as Indian government with projects like API Setu. API Setu is a fantastic work done by Government of India for bringing out APIs for all government projects which are not of high intensive risk right now. But that shows the mindset. So, password fatigue also talks about the time one spends for moving or transacting for one job. You log in into IceGate, then you check the status, then you move on to the tracking of shipping line, then you move on to ODEX, then you move on to something else. basis of which the time that is consumed and one person doing multiple entries at every location. So what is password fatigue? Password fatigue is nothing but a mental exhaustion users feel from having to create, remember, and manage an ever-growing list of login credentials. Today, CBs don't have just one or two login credentials, they have a dozen digital keys to manage. So one solution that came up and globally has been looked out as an alternative to passwords is single sign-on. Single sign-on is an authentication protocol or a scheme that allows a user to log in with a single ID to any of several related yet independent softwares, portals, applications. True single sign-on allows users to have access with a single ID or multiple IDs within their organization with access rights. So, for example, in my organization, I may be the only one who has access to ODEX. Somebody else has access to some other terminal website that has been onboarded. Before we get into the details of single sign-on, some of the brief features that we briefly touched on. One is single login credential for multiple integrated stakeholders. As BCBA, our various office bearers, presidents, senior vice president have been reaching out to various stakeholders to get them on board. One of the questions they asked is how many members do you see come onto the portal and how many members will start using it. So if you see, this is a power of BCBA that we have more than 2,400 members. If all come together, we can become a single force with technology. Centralized user authentication, role-based access control, then KYC on record. Today we submit KYC to various CFS and terminal. A single record of KYC to in BCBA itself will authenticate the record that this member is active, and we will not need to submit in many cases where the concerned CFS accept. Audit trail for user activity, where who accessed what and did what is shown. Integration with BCBA passes and integration with individual CFS portals and ready users. So at the core, today we may talk about a lot of ease that this may create, but at the core, one key requirement is security. We have had cases where we have had certain ex-employees have access to our MEAL PD account and get pass. Now they have also started improving their technology, but such things create a risk. There have been cases also of BCBA passes post expiry being accessed. So this will also get those things online. So it replaces multiple fragmented logins, eliminates password fatigue, then admins can give access. So if you want, as I discussed before, somebody is a manager, somebody is doing documentation, somebody is customer service, and somebody is doing your clearance. So each one will have access to different integrated service providers. This will also help you revoke access of departing employees. This becomes a big concern in many cases where we have, say, one username or password, and teams, new people come in, some people leave the organization. That password stays and is accessible to everyone. With this system and with integrated, those stakeholders who will integrate with the BCBA SSO platform, you can with a single kick deactivate them and their access will stop. You will not need to have only one username password, but rather a single sign-on record for them, which gives them access. And it uses the industry standard encryption protocols. So a single centralized record, rather than various stakeholders asking you for those details, this becomes a centralized record with self-servicing where you can upload documents, and every stakeholder who comes on board with SSO login will be able to see the validation, send a request and get validation in their system. You will also be able to have audit trail for activity. This becomes a crucial part when some wrongdoings happen, or you want to monitor, or people know that they are accountable for every action. So logs of who did what and when. So if somebody accessed using single sign-on XYZ portal, that will be available to you. So we spoke a lot about what SSO is. This is a very common example that all of you would have seen. Many websites today, many portals, many apps on mobile, all have a option or a facility that you can log in with your Google account. You can log in with your Facebook account. You can sign in with your LinkedIn. So you get these buttons. So BCBA SSO is nothing but this. So if you create a Google account on many websites, or if you have a Facebook account on many websites, you don't need to create a separate identity. You don't need to remember separately the credentials for that. Now we will come to digital pass. One second. Yes, sir. So we will come to digital pass. Today, the BCBA pass, with a lot of work done by our predecessors, they have set up a strong system. But as we interact and engage with different CFS, which Mr. Vinayak Bhau touched upon, there is a necessity to have better visibility, there is a better transparency as well as real-time validation. So these will give the opportunity for us to have digital BCBA passes where they will be on mobile and equivalent at different CFS. We have already started interaction. It's still at preliminary stage, but we have already started interaction where there can be a real-time validation with barcode or RFID based, NFC based mobile scanning. This will eliminate the risk, one, of wrong usage of passes. Second is, many times the trouble that is there at entering the CFS. And third is the manual process today where we need to issue physical cards and send them out will be replaced. So what I'll do quickly is, before we start the demo, just admit all. Before we start the demo, I will run through some of the slides so that there is a better comfort for you. First step would be that every authorized AR1 that is there in the BCBA membership database will be the automated email address or the parent account, as we say it. Once you go to the portal, you will get an option to reset the password. You will get a temporary password in the email. When you click it, it will give you an option to make a new password, and your login credentials are created. Once your login credentials are created, you will have to go to my profile and submit the documents that are requested. So I'll run through those details in the demo. Once, if you see the documents are submitted, it will give you an alert that KYC is done and waiting for approval. It will go to the BCBA backend and the documentation will be verified. And once the verification is done, we will come to a KYC complete remark, basis of which you will be also having access to other features of SSO and the CFS pass. So one example of BCBA integration with a stakeholder, it is still in trial stages. It is to be launched. Will give you a screen like this. So today, many of us go to this portal for VGM or Form 13. So similarly, on this platform, there will be a button that will say BCBA login, and with BCBA login you will be able to use that single BCBA username password which you have created either as a parent ID or for each team member, becomes the single username password for this and other every stakeholder that will come and join going forward. So I think before I come to the CFS pass, what I'll do is rather I'll run through this and then show the whole demo so that there is better continuity. So once your profile KYC is done, you can go to SSO users, create the users. So now in this case, for different services, so we may connect to some logistic service providers, we may connect to terminals. So if a single user is responsible for it, create that single user from your organization. If multiple people are responsible for it, then you can create multiple users. You submit the user details and they will come again, will be submitted, basis of which there will be a button that says request CFS pass, which will be enabled. You can select the name of the concerned employee and then click on request CFS pass. The request will go to BCBA office. It will be vetted and verified, and then a email will be automatically sent to the registered email address with all the credentials which you have to make sure that you verify, and a digital BCBA CFS pass will be generated. And this we are working, as I shared before, with CFS barcode readers, which even systems of CFS can pick up and can truly bring better value and safety and security to the supply chain. You will also have a record of all the CFS passes. Today, one big challenge of manual CFS passes, if somebody from your team is to leave and new people are able to come. Today, you have to keep a manual check or record. Here, you will have a single press record of all the passes that have been created. It will show you which are active and which are deactivated. So I think I've given an introduction. So I'll come to now the demo part, which will show you how one has to start registering on board. And as we said in the before, that the more members who come on board will give us better discussion power with all the industry stakeholders. That will put a pressure on them that so many CBs are on board. This is something that we need to start taking more seriously, because right now everybody is doing on technology testing basis. So I'll just come to the browser. 1 second. Yeah. So if you can see on BCBA folder, BCBA website, there is a button called SSO login. I hope everyone is able to see this.
Yes, we can, but start once again from the previous
Website.
slide.
From the website? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
So now we will start with the demo of how to register yourself on the SSO platform. Once you log in into our BCBA website, there will be a button called SSO login. Please click on SSO login. We have also created a guide which will help you to do the process. So once you click on KYC steps guide, it will give you a downloadable PDF which you can keep on side and do. The first step will be to click on complete KYC. Once you click on complete KYC, click on get my SSO ID and enter the primary email address of your organization that has been registered with BCBA. Once that is done, you will get an email from the platform SSO at bcbain.com, which says that so and so details, which says that so and so credentials, Mr. Shantanu Bhatkamkar, this is an example of my organization with user ID, and it will create a temporary username password. You click on change password. When you click on change password, it will take you to SSO login. Please enter those details. It will prompt you to come to the phone main dashboard. the first thing that you will have to do is click on my profile, where you enter your company name, your old CB number. Some of these details will be automatically pulled. Some of the details you will have to enter. Your old format CB number, GST details. Then now new column of CB license has to be added, whether license date or lifetime validity. Then contact details. Many times today we are also sending out lot of emails, and we are also enabling a lot of people on the BCBA app, which you would have seen. So you can add all these details over here. You will have to enter your upload your customer broking license, GST certificate. Then if you want, you have private limited, enter the directors, and then click submit. Once you click submit, as we shared, it will go to BCBA. It will be verified, because the crucial part, because BCBA already has that information, but the crucial part is the data needs to be digitally accurate, because this will be transmitted. This is where instead of submitting many times different KYC to different stakeholders, a singleized, centralized KYC verification can be done. So that accuracy is very important. Once that accuracy is verified by BCBA backend office as well as the service provider, you will get a KYC done document remark. Then you can go to then you can go to SSO users. The first task will be to go and create a user. Once you have created the user, to create a user, you will need to enter the name of the details of the individual, the role, the Aadhaar photo, and department. You can select finance, IT, and the activities. So as we keep onboarding different stakeholders, right now we are in trial stages. As we keep adding and integrating with different stakeholders, you will get an option of what activities they are allowed, or what rights you want to give them. Once that is submitted, a request is sent, and then the approval is received. Now another aspect is requesting for CFS passes. Once you click on the concerned employee's name, you can click on request CFS pass. Once that request is done, I will show you a screen. Once that request is done, it goes for approval pending. Now this we have to show as an example deactivated. So tomorrow one employee retires, or he is relieved, or he is moved on to another company, or you don't want him to have the access, you can select that concerned employee, and you have the access and ability at your fingertip to activate or deactivate. Similarly, this will also allow you to request or cancel the CFS passes, as well as it will allow you to reject users that are using other platforms. It may be some integrated service providers, it may be terminals, it may be other third party products that can bring value economically or financially to BCBA. And also, in the longer term, one key vision that our previous presidents had is the power of group. So the objective of getting everybody onto this platform is to make sure that as a group, we have a better strength and force with all stakeholders. So today there are some SSO apps that are getting integrated. I will now come back to the presentation. So once all the process is done, you will have access to different integrated stakeholders through the same network. It will also allow you to launch, I think, one element is today BCBA app has been launched. Today members are getting, we have more than 300, 400 now members who have registered themselves over the last month, and they are getting access to real-time circulars, notifications. So not just depending on email, in your mobile, you have access to real-time notifications. There is an opportunity to have marketplace. Our current president was very keen to have business between custom brokers grow, and that gives you the opportunity, if you have certain strengths on transportation or on consultancy or on certain freight forwarding options that you may have, you can always enter, which will be visible to members. There are real time polls that keep happening, and today alerts and circulars as well as intimations of events and registration to BCBA events like this webinar will happen through that. There are also case laws that are being uploaded, and e-newsletters of various industry publications that will all be available and are available at your mobile step, including a facility of discussion forum where members can post questions and all onboarded members will have access. So we also request you to have a and download the BCBA app. So the single sign-on and integration with the BCBA app builds a more ecosystem in your hands as well. These are the App Store and Google Play Store links. We already have 400 members through the email circulars that we have sent who have registered. And you can ask all your team members and colleagues to come on board. There is currently, we want all of you all to come and start using these features. Your field staff will also have an advantage because they will also have ready access to circulars and notifications, BCBA advisories, where there are system slowdowns, alerts, or polls regarding the status or functioning at each location. With that, I'd like to say thank you. And 1 second. With that, I'd like to say thank you. We have covered, I think, the concept, the thought process, the application usage, and the demo. With that, I'd like to hand over to Sanjay Bhav if he wants to add something. And
Thanks, Mir. Thanks, Mir, for the detail on and insignificant explanation on SSO. Your clarity and depth made the subject much easier to understand. Truly appreciate the time and effort you put into explanation it too well. Thank you, Mir. I will, Kiran Bhai, Kiran Ambia. Sir, Kiran sir.
Yes.
Sir, express your views on SSO.
No, happy to see this. 1 second. Off. Hello.
Yes, Kiran bhai.
Yes, Sanjay. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Happy to see this. It will help in a long way to all our members. So congratulations to President Mihir and entire BCBA team. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran bhai. I
Thank you.
request all the MC member, managing committee member, who wants to share their views.
And also anyone has question answers can raise their hands or put it in the chat box so that we can take those questions up.
Chaitali, you want?
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I am outside, so I'm not switching on my camera. First of all, congratulations, Sanjay Bhav. Very well moderated and very nicely done. Mihir, congratulations and hats off. All those sleepless nights and all those going back and forth and dealing and all. It's a wonderful, wonderful presentation. And I think congratulations to BCBA. Kiran Bhai is here, so I'm sure it must be a very emotional moment for him. It's wonderful. And to see that this, and also Dushan Bhai, it's a very proud moment for BCBA to come up with something as unique as an SSO ID. And it's a humble request to everybody in the trade that they should download and use this because it will change our lives forever. Having said that, congratulations to everybody. It's a fantastic thing. And I, for one, can't wait for my office to start using this. So thank you once again. Very lucid, very simple, just the way you are, Mihir. It was a fantastic presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chaitali. Anybody from managing committee?
I would also suggest Sanjay Bhau, you and Vinayak Bhau can also share the efforts that are being done with interaction with CFS a little more, because their technical teams and IT teams are also engaging with BCBA. So this will become a very important part of the SSO platform.
Vinayak sir, you want to say something? Okay, Mir, now we are going to question and answer.
Yeah, I'll start taking some questions.
Yeah.
So as you said, SSO with example, where can we operate multiple app? How BCBA login will help login other app and what are the apps? So Amirji, right now we have already in touch with few integrated service logistics service providers who help you do VGM Form 13. One of the requirements that they have been asking is how many BCBA members come on board. So the trial period and integration has been done. So first, maybe we may kick off with similar integrated service providers. In the meantime, our team has been all office bearers, past presidents, senior team has been interacting with various stakeholders like CFS. Then I have reached out to certain service providers who provide a lot of administrative things like stationery, A4 paper, and they have shown certain interest that we will be ready to integrate BCBA login and give a bulk rate for all A4 purchases. Then there have been interactions with CFS and barcode companies for creating barcode based validation for our CFS pass. So all these are in trial stages. Every few months now, we will be launching one. As you know, technology, you have to take baby steps. You can do a lot. We see sometimes in ice gate also that sab ek sath aa jata hai and problem aata hai. So our approach is with one service provider and one aspect we launch every 1-2 months, make sure that gets streamlined and move on to the next one. So you will see more information and circulars related to this from our side. So I think Dilip has asked a question. So for Chennai Custom Broker, we have started this initiative for BCBA. We are same way integrating our past president Dushan Bhai is here, Amit Bhai, then Tej, who has played a very heavy role in this. We have built a similar platform for triple FAI. So once this starts becoming successful, parallelly we will run through and we'll try and make sure that it has pan India. If Nirav is there, he may want to comment on pan India basis. That's a better person to take the question.
Thanks, Veer. I'm sure, I mean, with Triple FAI also has, introduced the SSO aspect. So I'm sure there would be, such options, opportunities there. Maybe we can ask Dilip ji to, take it offline, and I'll try to find out and address the issue. Sure.
Thank you. So hi Rohit. So you can reach out to our secretariat as well as I am always available. You can reach out to Sanjay Bhau. We are there at any given time to address any queries. If it is related to registration within our secretariat team, we have the complete SOP process to get it done. If you have technical issues submitting something or challenge, do escalate it to us and we will definitely address them. What needs to be verified, I think, in onboarding, as we said, one of the aspects is the uh, capturing of data in digital form so that the data validation for CB as for KYC requirement or as employee in barcode happens. That submission of data from you has to be in that accurate format so it can be transmitted. So Sunil Sharma ji has a question that is this app also connect with shipping lines for DO payments and DO collections? It is a broader discussion. There have not been any confirmations, but there have been 2-3 rounds of discussions with various stakeholders. Also, certain logistic service providers like are there. I wouldn't like to name because then that make unnecessary create confusion. So I will not name any service provider stakeholder, but we have been having detailed discussions, including trial runs with them. It is also a part of a lot of benefits that we have been asking them or what can be shared with our members. So those discussions are going on, which are being conducted by our office bearers and past president. And on the technical aspects, we have been interacting with them. We have been also working with various CFS bodies and portals and their platforms that they are coming out. And let's hope that over the next months, as members line up, the biggest in technology, the biggest incentive for all service providers is to have users on board. So if we have 500,000, 1,500 CBs on board, our power of discussing with them that we can get so many members get this advantage for us so that our members can start using it becomes much more powerful. And hope first preference key to clearance. Yes, this whole objective, Manoj ji, the whole objective itself is to reduce the burden on CB and their employees on the number of entries that they keep doing. Kunal ji, definitely we will have a discussion on how we can expand it at other locations. Santosh ji, if possible, please provide guideline regarding SSO ID whole process. So what we will do is we will create a KY PDF based document guide and share it with everybody. I think Sashikant ji, yes, exactly what we discussed. We will create a guide for one is onboarding onto the platform and two is for CFS passes. And as we integrate with various stakeholders, we will release guides for them as well. So I hope I have not missed any question. First would be clearance process. I believe we have covered. If anyone has questions, they can raise their hands or you can also put it in chat. Additionally, we request you all to also come on board with the BCBA app. We have had now 300, 400 plus members come on to BCBA app. There has been good feedback that we are getting from trade. We have circulated multiple times on email. But in the coming week, we will also conduct in the BCBA app, you will be able to have a better exchange. Today, circulars through email, which sometimes take time, are instantly available in BCBA app. Our secretariat team under the structure set up by Dr. Nirav are doing a fabulous job of making sure that downtimes, all errors, issues, everything is monitored and information is sent out.
As of today, this app can be used only for the obtaining the BCBA passes only, correct? Or
So,
anything else is integrated in this
so
as of now?
So two things. One is the digital CFS passes that will be launched, and second is the BCBA app itself, where you have access to circulars, notification, members. You can write to various members. There is a complete WhatsApp replacement chat application in our BCBA app.
Okay. So one more thing, one more question I want to ask. So only the authorized signatory can be able to get the access of this app, or any employee also can be, our employees also can be able to get the access of this?
So if you saw, there was a screen that I showed you of services. So the
Yes.
primary
Yeah.
user will have access to everything. That is the parent ID.
Yes.
And
Correct.
for all team members, as services integrate, there will be a column when you create that new user, there will be a column called activities.
Okay.
In that activities, you can decide what you want to give them permission for.
So authorized signatory can add the our employees
Yes. It will be completely run
like
by the
that,
member itself. It
or,
is a complete independent self.
or anyone having access.
I couldn't get your last part, sir. Shashikanji, last part.
Uh, the authorized signatory has to add the employees and other
Yes,
uh,
yes.
staff, or it is directly accessible.
No, so the first ID that will be created will be the
Yeah,
authorizing.
that is yeah,
उसके बाद
that I
आपको खुद you
completely
can
got.
create
Yeah.
your as many employees you want. You can have everybody. You can have
Yeah.
somebody only for say कब जब VGM फाइलिंग फॉर्म 13 एप्लीकेशन के साथ इंटीग्रेट होगा सिर्फ उसके लिए, जब CFS के लिए सिर्फ इसको एक्सेस है वही
Only
होगा.
CFS, only
Yes,
documentation like that. Okay.
exactly.
Got it.
So
Thank
role
you.
based.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and it is serviceable from the members end itself. They have to upload. The only validation that we do backend is that it is captured in the correct format, because if it is not transmitted, it can then create a validation error.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I have noted down. I think Rohit should also help us in our digital initiatives, because I think he has done a good noting and the workflow. So I think everybody look in the chat. Rohit Bajaj, I think well done. I think it's an excellent simplified process guide. So I think we'll wait for any questions.
मिहिर जी,
Yes.
संतोष तिवारी बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ, गुड आफ्टरनून, बोलिए ना.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर. रोहित जी भी हैं, तो ये जरा खाली आप अपना शक्ति पावर वाले ग्रुप पे डाल देंगे क्या, जो उन्होंने डिटेल डाली है?
Yeah, we will publish that guide and as well as the simplified guide created and share with all the members.
ओके ओके, थैंक यू मिहिर जी, थैंक यू.
Hello. Can you speak closer to the mic?
Palak, your voice is actually bouncing. It's echoing.
No, we were not able to hear. You can type in the chat also, or maybe change. Today's video, I think we will check how it can be circulated. Yeah, we can see the chat.
We can, Mihir, let
Yes.
us have this uploaded on our YouTube channel. Let people
Okay.
be able to access this so
Noted.
that they can refer to it.
So we will definitely share the PPT and we will upload it onto YouTube as well.
Yes.
Hi Mir, good afternoon. This is Girish here.
Yeah, hi.
Mir, you had touched upon a topic of barcodes. So you said, like, you gave an example that A4 paper, papers and the barcode, we are trying to assimilate or bring it on a bulk. So, so may I know what exactly you're trying to say on this barcode into a little deeper? The reason why I'm saying it is in the digital era, basically, whether I don't know whether it is appropriate that any of the clients who has dealing, or maybe we could try and suggest to use the barcodes to capture whatever the cargo data is on the platform or the user platform of be it CB or their platform. So I just wanted to have first a little depth about barcode, and then whether we could be able to make use of that in a much better or simplified manner.
Yeah. So I think I'll address it in three parts because there were three things together. One, the barcode is mainly right now for CFS passes, where we will be digitizing the CFS passes going forward. So that we are working with barcode reading machines and have been interacted with various CFS due to assistance of Vinayak Bhau, Sanjay Bhau, our president and senior vice president. They have been all pushing all the CFS and CFSAI. So that barcode right now is limited to the entry exit passes of CB and their team members into CFS. Regarding the A4 paper, I said that the power of this application is not only limited to our day-to-day business use. There have been interest shown by certain online portals that help you procure stationery, that if we get upon so many members or CBs onto their portal, across to all members, they will give a flat discount on sourcing stationery. For many small, mid-sized organizations, there sometimes is a issue of transparency, monitoring, etc. So this will give visibility that you have these portals and they will give you extremely competitive rates. Will that bring a big saving? No. But even if you as a CB, you are saving today 0.5% or 1% on all your purchases, non-business related, can have a big impact on our margins. Because I don't know any good customer who is saying agency बढ़ाओ. अभी तक मिला नहीं है. सब पीछे ही पड़े कि agency कम करो. So, so that aspect was कि this is other. All trade and members are welcome to share ideas that how we can also integrate. If you see my first slide, the whole biggest font was this is a community initiative. This is our digital persona as custom broker. Together, we bring power. See, as individually, we are restricted. We are talking separately to different stakeholders. As association, we represent. But the power that technology or SSO gives you is that this SSO platform has 2,500 members and so many users. Immediately, you have the power to negotiate, discuss, pressurize, push, or even be taken more seriously with this strength. I think Palakji has.
I think I understood in terms of what is the present part of barcode is restricting ourselves on the entry exit. We can move ahead on when we go on to that level. We'll discuss it out separately or offline.
Yeah. Yeah, Palakji. So I think your specific issue reach back to us. I will get it resolved. I understood the problem. Done. Thank you. Amirji, we are integrated with IceGate, GST, Iris. So with Iris, we are Logisys has been integrating. Other ERPs are also working. So not restricted to only day-to-day operations. We are reaching out to more stakeholders. We require your active support and participation to come on board and register yourself and your team members so that we show the power of strength, and that helps us. Iris or GSP portals is also a good suggestion. There are some ERPs that automatically integrate with certain GSP service providers. But I have noted this suggestion and we can definitely reach out to 5, 10 GSP service providers like Iris and see what works out. We have currently not reached out to anybody on this. But it is a good suggestion, Amirji. Yeah. I think we are 6 minutes overdue. So in technology, they say time and seconds matter. If we have any questions, I think we can have emails being sent to us. Sanjay Bhau and me are always there. BCBA secretary is always there. Our office bearers managing committee are there. But you can reach out to Sanjay Bhau and me, and we will try and take whichever questions are there. And don't restrict only to problems or challenges. We are welcome to suggestions. Let's make this a community initiative of custom brokers. Besides stakeholders, will there be legal entities cover which are directly or indirectly connected to customs? Let us evaluate the implications that are there, and definitely we can look if there is an advantage. But for this, I'll have to also discuss with all our office bearers, and I have noted it down. So in our next interaction, I will take this forward with them. So I think these are some good suggestions also coming from everyone. Yeah, we will connect to legal aid. Definitely, we will reach out. I think one pool is that if we can go to them, ki we have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 companies, custom brokers on board, and so many of their users, our power to reach out to them becomes even more stronger. So first, I think let's get that step of all coming onto this platform ready, and all these suggestions. I think the GST was Iris was an excellent suggestion. Manoj ji and Amir ji have again given suggestion for legal AI type of applications which can today add certain value on certain aspects. So these also we will reach out to. Yeah, Sanjay Babu, if we can conclude the session, then
Okay.
Nirav, if you want to add, Dr. Nirav, if you want to add anything, and
No, you can go ahead, Sanjay bhai.
Okay. I will say, Nirav,
Yes,
please
sir.
give vote of thanks to all.
Okay, thank you, Sanjay bhai. I think a wonderful session and so well conducted by you, Mihir and Sanjay bhai. Such clarity you all have provided, in terms of all the explanations that you have given in the simple language, which everyone has, very well taken. And I think this is just the beginning, and we are looking at many more such initiatives under the leadership of our president, Mr. Sanjeev Harale ji, Senior Vice President Paresh Bhai, and our immediate past president Dushan Bhai, and our past president Kiran Bhai. I think the way we have taken this SSO and slowly and steadily processing, now it's the time where we are into the major implementation mode. So I think with such explanations, initiatives brings a lot more clarity. I think all the office bearers and managing committee members have put in a lot of thoughts in designing, and the way we have to ensure that this comes out as a simple process, simple product, and a future ready. So great thanks to our entire team to work on it, and especially our secretariat who has been behind the scenes working diligently to ensure each and every member who are getting on board and to help them. Now, I think what the committee had to do, they will still continue to do. It is the efforts of each one of you that have to be fruitful, and it's just by enrolling yourself. Uh, Friends, we had many volunteers who agreed to come forward and support this and with the kind of questions that you have provided, the kind of suggestions that you have provided, I think it's very much valuable. So we want to include many more of you all who can help in providing your best suggestions to make this more successful, even in the technology part as well as the implementation part. Friends, it's very simple. I mean, we have to embrace technology today if we want to stay relevant for tomorrow, and if we want to stay competitive and also, the efficient. So this is the way. I think Mir has a lot of more initiatives coming forth, and this year we are really focusing to have a great technology boost given to all our members. So we like to just to give you a highlight about, we are putting the website under redevelopment into the next level, and very soon you will hear about so many changes and new that it will be such a very informative, resourceful website that will come forward, and many such initiatives. So friends, up to all of you all, thank you once again for joining in such large numbers. It's been, more than 150 participants all through, and this shows the eagerness to adopt technology. So thank you all once again on behalf of BCBA President, Office Bearers, Committee, and the Secretary. Thank you. Have a good evening once again.
Thank you.
We have some messages coming in still, Mihir bhai. There are many volunteers who would be interested to join, so let's
Yes.
take them on board to, help us in this initiative.
No, all welcome to connect with Sanjay Bhau and me, and wherever you all want to contribute or ideas, as Dr. Nirav has said, we are very keen. So as a community effort, let us make ourselves also stronger, and we'll require a bigger team force when we go and represent various other stakeholders. Thank you. I think,
Thank you.
Sanjay Bhau, we can close it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sanjay bhai.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay bhai. Thank you, Mir. Thank you, Neo bhai. President, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Maruti ji. Thank you.
Singapore meet.
I think we can see Amir bhai, he has given some good suggestions along with Rohit. So you all get in touch. We will definitely see how we can together automate and digitize a lot of things.